Hey guys, this is a Neverending Reader and I'm Brittany, and today's video is a Top 5 Wednesday, even though it's not Wednesday anymore. So this week's Top 5 Wednesday is characters that embody your Hogwarts house, and I am a Slytherin, so I'm going to show you book characters that are also Slytherins, in my opinion. So the first character that I'm going to sort into the House of Slytherin is going to be Legend from Caraval. I am not caught up on the series. This is the only book I've read so far, so technically I haven't met Legend yet, but I already know that he's a Slytherin. There is no way that anybody but a Slytherin would dream up this game of Caraval like he did. This shows that he has ambition, but he's also pretty spiteful for the reasons that he created Caraval, so he's definitely a Slytherin, in my opinion, allegedly. I am also going to put Littlefinger from Game of Thrones in the House of Slytherin. If I was anybody in Game of Thrones, I would probably be Littlefinger just by the way that he acts. Like, he is absolutely a Slytherin, just like I am. Littlefinger never really shows his cards, but he's like really clever and he's pretty selfish and mostly all about self-preservation. So if that doesn't scream Slytherin, then I don't know what will. I absolutely love Littlefinger so much. Like, I just feel like I am the female version of Littlefinger and I don't care who knows it. So Littlefinger, Slytherin, 100%. So the next character that I'm going to put into the House of Slytherin is Selina from Throne of Glass. I never actually figured out if I was pronouncing her name correctly because I don't listen to audiobooks, but I really feel like she's borderline Slytherin. Just hear me out. Sometimes I feel like she's a Gryffindor, but like honestly, what Gryffindor would be an assassin? It just isn't happening. Cal is definitely a Gryffindor, and I feel like Selina is 100% Slytherin, not just because she's an assassin, but because she's super loyal to those that she loves. And in a way, throughout the series, she becomes loyal to her people, and I just really feel like that's a Slytherin trait. Like, we are just die hard for the people that we love, and that's the that on that. The next character that I'm going to sort into the Slytherin house is going to be Queen Levana from the Lunar Chronicles. I haven't read this series in years, but Levana's story, like, forever will stick in my head because I actually really loved it, but she's definitely Slytherin. So if you get further into this series, there is a book all about her. It is dedicated to her, and you kind of get a backstory from her. And man, Queen Levana's like really been through it, and she didn't really come out being like the better person in this situation, obviously, because she's the evil queen, but I feel like that's such a Slytherin thing to do. It's kind of like when the world fucks you, fuck the world type of thing, and so I definitely think that she is a Slytherin. The next character that I'm going to sort into Slytherin is Kathy from Wuthering Heights. I think anybody who has read this book would agree with me that Kathy and Heathcliff are both like just awful vindictive people, and that's kind of the beauty of the book to me, is that they are so terrible and horrible and disgusting to each other, but their love, like, I don't know man, it just like transcends all of that. But Kathy is like the most selfish character that I've ever read in a book in my life, and that's kind of why I feel that she would be Slytherin. I am really overdue for a reread of this, and I need to do it immediately because I miss these characters and I loved the story so much when I first read it. And I've recently seen like really bad reviews for this from people that I follow, and it makes me so sad because it is literally one of my favorite books of all time. It's just real characters being real and awful, and you're not supposed to like them. They are horrible. That's the point. So yeah, I'm definitely putting Kathy in House Slytherin. Heathcliff can go there too, and that's just my opinion. I am going to go beyond 5 characters and actually give you a few more. So the next person that I'm going to sort into House Slytherin is going to be Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind. She is just the most selfish, just like the other characters that I've been talking about, but she's pretty terrible. Scarlett like knows her worth, and she's so vain, but she's like really ambitious, and when she gets her sight on something, like that's what she's gonna have, or she's not gonna let anyone else have it either. Scarlett is super cunning, and like this entire love story, it kind of is similar to Wuthering Heights in a way, like in the way that you just don't love the characters, but it's kind of supposed to be that way. My mother is is personally a huge fan of Scarlett, which makes sense because she's kind of vain too. Sorry, Mom. But yeah, talk about like an evil drama queen, but also like morally gray in other ways. Scarlett is just definitely Slytherin. And the last character that I'm going to sort into Slytherin is Dr. Swenson from State of Wonder. I just recently finished this a few days ago and I was so impressed, but Dr. Swenson in this book is like the most morally gray Slytherin ever. This doctor like goes into the Amazon and she straight up cuts off everybody because she is like doing some scientific shit and she cannot be bothered. She has like very little humanity left to her, but she's doing it for like the right reasons, but getting there in the wrong ways, but she doesn't care. And that's why I put her in Slytherin, because she is trying to do her best, but she actually doesn't care like who gets hurt in the process of it. Like, she has feelings and she feels bad about like the things that she has done, but also like she's pretty indifferent because she's like, well, these people who died, you know, they put themselves in this position, and so like I can't even care for more than a second. And that's because she's so focused on her scientific work to better humanity, but she just does not give a shit, basically. So yeah, I actually highly recommend this book if you haven't read it already, and I absolutely think this doctor is a Slytherin. So those are my Slytherin characters. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will see you on an actual Wednesday next week for Top 5 Wednesday. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye!